Is that wrong? Is there more to that? Is there another word that I don't know? So, as many of you know, I'm from Belfast in Northern Ireland, and according to a recent poll, we've been voted the sexiest accent in the world. So I'm here to prove it wrong. I'm gonna be doing the accent tag challenge, where you read out a load of words and answer some questions, and you say them in your accent so people can hear what your accent's like. So by the end of this video, you all will agree with me that the Northern Irish accent isn't sexy in the slightest. Okay, let's do it. So the words are ant, roof, root, wash, oil, theatre, iron, salmon, caramel, fire, water, sure, data, ruin, crayon, New Orleans, pecan, both, again, probably, spitting image, Alabama, lawyer, coupon, mayonnaise, syrup, pajamas, caught, naturally, aluminium, envelope. So they're kind of random words. Let's do the questions. So what is it called when you throw toilet paper on a house? It's toilet paper in a house? Is that wrong? Is there more to that? Is there another word that I don't know? What is the bug that when you touch it, it curls into a ball? They're slaters. I don't know if it, like woodlice, but we call them slaters. What is the bubbly carbonated drink called? It's a fizzy drink. Is there more to these questions that I'm not understanding? Like, what do you call gym shoes? Trainers? Or gym shoes? What do you say to address a group of people? Oh, okay. So you'd either just be like, hiya, or you'd be like, oh, what's happening? Or what's the crack? Like, that's kind of a Belfast thing, Northern Irish thing. What do you call a kind of spider that has an oval shaped body and extremely long legs? It's a daddy long legs. I'm sure there's like a more important name than daddy long legs, but I call it a daddy long legs. I've always called it a daddy long legs. What do you call the wheeled contraption in which you carry groceries at the supermarket? It's a trolley. There's no other word than it's a trolley. What do you call it when rain falls when the sun is shining? That's a sun shower. And what's the thing you change the TV channel with? A TV remote? Yeah, well, those were my answers. So let's see if we can find Northern Irish slang, and I'll describe it to me. So Belfast slang. Many people will hear me say this and not have a single clue what I'm talking about, so I'm going to explain. Lesson 101 in Belfast slang. A buck idiot is, if someone's being an idiot, you call them a buck idiot. You'd be like, oh, stop being a buck idiot. One of the most Belfast things you can do is you say wee. Wee trip to the shop, or a wee person, or your wee man. Like, we just use wee for everything. Like, you describe everything as a wee. Next one, gurn. This is one I use all the time and people have no idea what I'm on about. So if you say like somebody was gurning, it means like they're moaning about them. Like if my friend Rebecca was moaning about one of her flatmates or what was going on in Scotland, I'd be like, oh, stop gurning, and she'd have no idea what I meant. And it literally means you're moaning, like you're crying, you're moaning about something. Okay, the next one's one of my favourites and I use it all the time. It's boggin. Boggin's just something that's like really dirty. So if you'd come in, like you were out in the field having a walk and you come in, you'd be like, oh, take your trainers off, they're boggin, like they're really dirty. Like it's just something to describe as really dirty, so you use it for people as well. So if you're like, oh, did you hear about your wee man John? And they'd be like, oh, he's boggin, like he's stinking. The next one is yolk. So it's not an egg yolk. It's like when you're describing cars, you'd be like, oh, that's some yolk. Like it's a really good car. It's a bit of a random one. I don't really know where that one came from, but I know my friends use it all the time. Next one's foundered. So if you're really cold, like you'd say, oh, I'm foundered. It literally just means to be cold. bite you. So bite you is used all the time. It just means like, how are you? So it's like, oh, bite you. It's like, oh, how are you? That's literally it. Like, it's not exciting, but it's used all the time, and it's probably one of the things people from Belfast and Northern Ireland are most known for. We already mentioned what's the crack, like, so it basically means the same. It's like, oh, how are you? Like, what's going on with you? So I hope that that has given you an insight into a Belfast or Northern Irish accent, hearing me talk and answer questions that I still don't think I answered right. Yeah, and I hope the slang will help you understand what I'm saying in my videos if you didn't already know them, and I know some of my friends from England and Scotland, this video will really help them out. So yeah, thanks, and bye.